Okay, right. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, last class we have started object-oriented programming. So tell me, what are the points we have to learn as part of object-oriented programming? First, we have trying to understand what is the abbreviation, full form of OOP. The full form of OOP is object-oriented programming. Okay, and what is the meaning of OOPs? Also, object-oriented programming. If you are using capital S, system, object-oriented programming system. Small s, there is no meaning to small s. Small s is also object-oriented programming. Next, what is OOP? A OOP is a language? No. Technology? No. Technique? Yes. OOP is a technique or a methodology. It is a one programming paradigm. It is a new style of programming. It provides set of instructions for creating real world objects in programming world by achieving security and dynamic binding. That is OOP. If somebody asks what is OOP, you should answer object oriented program. OOP stands for object oriented programming. It is a technique or methodology or new programming paradigm. It provides set of suggestions for creating real world objects in the programming world by achieving security to object data and by achieving dynamic binding between objects communication. This you have to by heart it, okay? Today onwards, say statements will come, statements you have to by heart. Okay? Up to logical programming, you already by hearted concepts in the maths from the childhood last 22 years. Just whatever you by hearted, you have recreated them in the Java. So that's why there is no much you by heart. But today onwards, programming is less, theory is more. If you remember the statement, by heart the statement, program is easy. If you try to learn program, you never understand program. In academics, you learn object-oriented programming. That's why it becomes very difficult. You have to understand theory, analyze the theory, feel the theory, visualize the theory, connect the theory to the program in Java. That's why you have to come. From the real world to the programming world, you have to come. That is what object-oriented programming. So tell me, when you are going on the road, okay, you have seen bus. Immediately you have to feel, hey, object, huh? Okay, now let me create this object in my Java. Okay, you are moving little more away. Okay, then you found a bike. Hey, bike, it is also object. Let me create in my Java. You move little word. You found one 3-star hotel. Okay, now what is this? Hotel. Hotel is also object. Tiffin Bundy is also object. Whatever you are seeing on the road is a object. Then you should keep on while walking on the road only. You have to create them in the programming. So how to create, that is what you are learning. Sir, why should I create real world object in the programming world? Wonderful question. So why OOP? OOP is meant for developing business applications. As part of business applications, we have to create real world objects in the programming world, achieve security to object data, achieve dynamic binding. Okay, now let us try to understand. First of all, what is the terms are available here? Object-oriented programming is a technique that allows us to create real-world object in the programming world. So first, let us understand what is an object. No need to write anything. You have to feel it. Here onwards, no writing. Writing will be uploaded. You have to start feeling it and connecting it. Okay. So what is an object? Object is a real-world thing. Real-world thing what you see. I think last class somewhere I have shown. I asked, tell me what is this? Remote. What is this? Mobile. What is this? Marker. What is this? Duster. What is this? Duster. What is this? Car keys. Right? Now, all are at a time showing you and I'm asking, what is this? There is a one common word to all, right? Then what you have to say? Object. So what is an object? Object is a real world thing which we can see and which we can use. That is the definition of object. But generally in your college, you will learn object is an instance of a class. That is in the programming world. In the programming world, it is an instance of the class. But in the real world, what is an object? Object is a thing. These are all my Tollywood objects. Tollywood industry objects. Come on, yeah. Tollywood industry objects. I got this person. Who is this person? Balai Babu. Okay. In every industry, heroes are represented by the powerful animals, right? What is this? Hey, it is lion. Okay, na? Jewel is there, na? It is a lion. My Balai Babu lion going to the shooting place by using bike. That bike, bullet bike, legend movie. Simhana, legend, I don't remember. Okay, the bike. And now with this bike, he's going to the what do you call a shooting place, and one shot is shooted. And then that to verify whether it's coming or not, there is a monitor, na? One small monitor will be there. That is a laptop monitor. Okay, then finally he got the money into his bank account. The bank account, this is. Okay, now this is a bank account. And while there in the shooting place, he want to talk to his friends or family members. This is mobile. And mobile what, sir? Old mobile, antenna will be there, na? Right? This is mobile. This is my Tollywood industry real world objects. This Tollywood industry real world objects I have to bring into programming world. For that, I have to use object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is meant for creating real-world objects in the programming world. Is it clear now? Right. Then how can we create real-world objects in the programming world? We need some programming elements. Object-oriented programming has provided some programming elements. One of the main programming elements is what? Class. The main programming element is class. How can we create real world objects in the programming world? By using class. Class represent objects. Okay. And then why should I create real world object in the programming world? Okay. What is object oriented programming? It is a one programming paradigm. It is a one programming style. Then why object oriented programming? Object oriented programming is meant for developing business applications, creating real world objects in the programming world, providing security to object data, and providing dynamic binding between objects. Okay. Object-oriented programming main target is what? Creating real-world object in the programming world. Why should I create real-world object in the programming world? In real world, we will perform one business operation. Suppose bank account. Bank account operation we are performing. Now this bank account operation having, this bank account object is having two operations, deposit and withdraw. Tell me, I'm giving 5,000 rupees to you. Take. Good. Go and deposit. Deposit, you are throwing there down floor, Andra. Where you deposit, mama? Go to bank. Where you deposit in the bank? Your account. Try to understand now. Very important. When I give the money to you, asking to deposit, will you start walking to the bank and deposit? No. You will return ask me two questions. In which bank? In whose account? In which bank? In whose account? Tell me now. In business, are you asking questions on values or on objects? Objects, not values. You are asking in whose account? Whose object? In which bank? Which object? So, in real world, we are performing every operation. In real world, we are performing every operation for one object. Then in the programming world, first of all, I have to create that object or not. Go to HDFC Bank, deposit that money in account 1, my account 1. Then account 1 dot deposit of 5,000, account 1 dot withdraw of 3,000. Understand? So, if in a real world, we are performing every operation for one object. In programming world, I want to implement that business by developing one software. Then as part of the software, I need to create those objects only. So why should I create real world object in the programming world? When C is not required any real world object, why C++, Java, Python required real world object? Because Java, C++, Java, Python wanted to follow object-oriented programming style. As part of object-oriented programming, we are creating real-world objects in the programming world. For creating real-world objects in the programming world, Okay, as part of object-oriented programming, we are developing business applications in the programming world. To develop business applications, we have to perform operations for the objects which are part of this business. Hence, why should we create real-world object in the programming world? In real world, we perform every operation for one object. Then to perform the same operation in the programming world, for one object, first of all, we should create that real world object in the programming world. So everyone understand? We completed what is object oriented programming. Programming paradigm, new style of programming. Why object oriented programming? It is meant for creating, it meant for developing business applications. As part of object oriented programming, what are we doing? We are creating real world object. We are creating real world object in the programming world, providing security to object data, and next providing dynamic binding between objects communication. Then what is an object? Object is a real world thing which I can see, which you can see, which we can use. Why we should create real world object in the programming world? In real world, we perform every operation for one object. Then in the programming world, to perform that operation for the same object, first of all, we must create that real world object in the programming world. Everyone up to now comfortable? Are you entering into object oriented programming? Already stepped in or outside standing and watching in the world? All people stepped in? Try to reply, connect the points. What is object oriented programming? Why object oriented programming? What are we doing as part of object oriented programming? What is an object? Why are we creating real world object in the programming world? Totally how many points completed? 5 points. Then now, what is the meaning of object oriented programming? We understood what is an object, real world thing. Why I have to create that real world thing in the programming world? For performing this business operation for that object. Okay, done. What is the meaning of object oriented programming? Oriented, round, oriented, surrounding. Tell me, in our cine industry, we have heroine oriented movie, right? Love story oriented movie, faction oriented movie, okay? Our college environment movie. So that means what? A story in the movie rounding around one heroine, lady oriented movie, right? Or devil oriented movie, or ghost oriented movie, or what this kind of, and a story is going around one thing. That is why that is called like that, oriented. Similarly, what is the meaning of object oriented programming? Oriented means around. We write program around one real world object, then we call it as what? Object oriented programming. I am writing program around one student. I am writing one program around one object. I am writing one program around book. I am writing one program around gym. My business is what? Gym business. Then I will write a program around what? Gym. Gym customers and gym equipments, right? I am writing program. Okay, I am developing project for supermarket. Then I will write a program around what? Products, customers, and working employees there. Am I right? So now you are writing program around something. Then we call it as what? Object oriented. So what is the meaning of object oriented programming? We must develop every program around one object and its data. If you remember data types chapter, we have identify one real world object. Then find its type, student. Identify one real world object, Hari and Balaya. Identify their types, student. Then create a class for representing the type. Then tell me, just by creating class, is Hari coming into the picture? No. Every real world object available in the programming world by structure, by data, by data. I want to know how much money available in my account. Then when I go to computer, am I counting the notes? No. One number will be displayed. That number representing what? Notes only. When I go to the ATM, how much based on my number, the number of notes are coming, equal number of notes are coming out from the ATM. So the real world objects are represented in the programming world by using what? Data. So develop every program around one object and its data is called what? Object oriented programming. Once an object and its data is decided, then we think about what? Operations. If you take C language, in C language, no object, no data. We will think about what? Operation. Why? C is meant for mathematical. Mathematics contains what? Operations. Na? Add operation, subtract operation, subdivision operation. First you decide operation, then you go for writing program. But in object-oriented programming, first you have to decide what? Object. And it's a data. Then think about what? Operations. Suppose I want to I want to write a program in Java. Immediately, what question you have to ask? What is the object you want to use in this program? What is the data you want to store in this program? After object and data decided, automatically operations will be coming to picture. Once I say object student and its data, student number, student name, course, fee, automatically operations will come. What operation? Listen, read, write, reply, write exam. These all the operations automatically will come into the picture. Once I decide object employee and its data, employee number, employee name, experience, salary, joining date, okay, and then automatically the operations will come into picture. What? Write the code, attend the training, okay, like different operations, pay tax, different operations will come into picture. So once an object and its data is decided, then we will think about its operations and their implementation logic. This style of thinking, designing a project is called what? Object-oriented programming. All people understand? So today onwards, who are you? Logical developer or object developer? When I say develop one program to implement logic, which operation logic? What question you have to ask? What operation, sir? Now you are attending interview. Interviewer ask a question, write a program. Then immediately you have to look at the interviewer, Java style or C style? Java. Then tell me what is the object. Okay. You are a C language interview attending. Then what you should ask? Object or operation? For which operation I have to write a program? Palindrome number, Armstrong number, factorial number, permutation combination number. What operation you want? Okay. This happened in your previous student. Very, very important. The mind psychology is very, very important. Again and again, I'm telling. Writing program, anyone can write. But approach to writing program is very important. You have to habituate that. One student trying for MS Visa. He attending MS Visa Viva. You know, MS Visa interview will be there. Then the interviewer, generally technical guy will be there. Okay. He asked, okay, why you are going to US for doing MS computers? Oh, wonderful. So do you know which programming language you know? He said, I know Java. Okay, write a program in Java, given white paper and pen, asking, write a program in Java. Then what I told, I started from very fundamentals in the class, start from what to why. Already told, if you want to write a program in Java, first what you have to decide? Object and its data, then only you should write program. Then pen and paper taken, and 1 second he was thinking and look at that Viva enter and ask, will you give me object or I should choose my own object? Will you give object or I should choose my own object to write program? Then interviewer asked, 1 second, give my white paper back. Understand? Give my white paper back, it is waste. And given Visa stamp and given. What happened here? Why he is not asking to write a program? Why taken his white paper back? His approach. He told he is having full clarity on what he has to write. When he asks a question, for which object you want me to write a program? Will you give me an object or I should choose my own object? And you are having full confidence on writing program. Na? Why should I waste my time? Why should I waste my time to write? Another person is there in the queue. So if I send you out, then I will get another waste candidate. Na? What the target of Visa interview? Stop waste people to send to the US. That is the target. Already you proved that you are technically good. Then if you go to US, then you can help the US citizens or US people to grow more. That is the target, no? You are going to US for working for US, for getting more money, na? No? Are you go? In future, are you have plan or not? No plan. Hey, I'll beat you, Ray. You must go to foreign. Once upon a time, long, long ago, foreigners come to India when we were very rich. Foreigners come to India, they steal all our property and left to their country. It is our turn. It is our responsibility. Isn't it? Now it's the time we have to learn IT, go to their country, work there, get their full money, invest in India. Okay, understood? Invest in India. This is what our target. Okay, for that I am working. Yeah, I am preparing you for that purpose. You are my warriors. You are my kings. I am the kingmaker. Okay, I am sending you. I am preparing you for that. Realize that no, I have the target really. If I go to foreign, only I can bring some money only to India. If I prepare these many lakhs of people, then see how many dollars, lakhs of dollars coming to India. Your parents will not come anyways. Now your parents will be here only, right? So you are earning money, some part of money investing there, and majority of the part of your earnings coming sending to India and making India grow. Arey, I wanted to stop listening that word. India is a growing country. Irritating like anything to me. How many years, how many generations we have to listen? India is a growing country, growing country. Any samvatsaralu growing? It's our responsibility to grow our India. How? Okay, first our politicians should support. Okay, how much they are doing. We should not depend on our politicians. We should depend on ourselves. It's our country. We have to take responsibilities. Okay, how to grow our country? For example, you take my village. Olden days when I go to my village, all no cement roads, no power, like a poor village, all are what? Kacha houses will be the kacha house, what we can say. Okay, the small houses. Now, if you look at all my village and surrounding my village, all are buildings here. In every house, compulsory TV and AC there. And luxuries are there. How is it possible? Because the parents are work very hard, send their children for education, okay, and then further they also studied well, and they went to foreign, earning money, dollars there, sending money to the parents. Now parents are enjoying their life now. Tell me, whenever they constructed the houses and roads and everything, then tell me, automatically your village is grown. Na? When villages are grown, automatically India is grown. Na? Already India is a developed. Na? Then there is no word India is a for a developed country. Understand my mission and my vision? So my mission is making India developed country. Is it in my hand? No, it is in our hand. Further, what should you do? Study well Java. Java is only our weapon. Okay, using Java only we can change our country. Oh, sir, what about Python? Okay, Python also. Okay, Java and Python are the two languages now we have in our hand. Two weapons are there in my hand. With using that, we can change our country. So, what is our target? Learn Java in India, get a job in US or UK or Australia or Dubai. So, Dubai also IT na. Esra Babu, in Dubai you will get more money than US. In US, 30% of tax is directly deducted from your account. In Dubai, that much tax deduction will not be there. But you know, that much luxurious life maybe not be there in Dubai than US. Okay, but in Dubai, Malaysia, these countries, you will get more money into your pocket. Taxes are less. I'm not promoting Dubai, okay? Just I'm telling you, okay? So have the target. It's the time along with Java learning, how to get job fast and how to migrate to foreign countries is also your target. Canada also one country, good country where you can get money and easily you can migrate. But there are some fightings between India and Canada going on. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways, you will not be entered into that fightings area. Okay. So target it. Your target is not work many years in India. Okay. Maximum 1 or 2 years and then shift to foreign countries with H1B or some other company support. Okay. Come back to object oriented program. Okay, na? Now tell me. So as part of object oriented programming, what is your thought process? First I have to find object, then its data, then its operations. Tell me now, to develop object oriented programs, do you need system? Do you need book? Do you need pen and paper? Not required. While walking on the road also, you can write a program. When you are walking on the road, you have seen a bike. Immediately, what is the object? Bike. Object is ready. What are its values? It's a data. What are its values? Color. First you will see what? Color. Next what you see? Brand. Okay, or first brand, color, and then bike number you are seeing, bike number, and next model, price, immediately asking, are yantra is okay, how much price is it? So you are asking that questions. So these are all what? Values. After values are decided, then you are asking the owner of the bike, Mama, shall I try once, please? Okay, na? Now what you are doing? Then you are start the bike and then change the gear. When you are changing gear, you are asking your friend, front or back? Okay, front how many gears? Back how many gears? And they started moving. After that moving, one trial you are taking and coming back and stopping the bike or not. Then after object, its values decided, then automatically operations are coming. Bike number, engine number, chassis number, color, model, price, owner name, who is the owner of this bike, right? Owner name, then start, move, stop. These are all the operations. And while we are taking the bike, it is not our bike, no. So we will do definitely accident. Okay, then apply for the insurance. That is also there. Okay, consume the petrol, fill the petrol. So a lot of other operations are automatically coming. Understand? This style of thinking, writing program is called what? Object-oriented programming. Now the question, sir. As part of object-oriented programming, your majority of the operations are storing data na performing operations, sir. Come on, think. What is your majority of operation in object-oriented programming? Storing data is your majority operations. 70% of your operation, 70% of the code you will write, what? Storing data, reading data, update the data. That's what, Nana. First you decide what? Object. On object, what you decide? Data. Store data, read data, update data, print data. These are the 4 majority operations you are performing. That 4 operations also around what? Data only. That means, if you remember, I want to write a program to perform operation. How many activities we are performing? 4. Number 1, read and store data, perform validations and calculations, control the flow of execution, throw exceptions. We already learned how to read and store data where variables. That variables are meant for storing whose data. Up to now we understand mathematical data to store. Now onwards we are working on object data to store, object data to validate, object data to calculate, object data to control, object data to throw exceptions. Now onwards the terminology is going around object data. Everyone comfortable? So how many points we completed? First one, what is OOP? OOP stands for object oriented programming. Second, why WOOP? WOOP is meant for creating, why WOOP is meant for developing business application. As part of WOOP, what are you doing? Creating real world objects in the programming world. What is the meaning of object? Object is a real world thing which we can see and use. Next, what is the meaning of object oriented programming? Sorry, why you are creating real world object in the programming world? Because we, as part of business application in real world, we perform operation for one object. In programming world also we have to perform operations for the same object. For that we should create object first. First of all, we have to create that object. Using that object, I have to perform operation. Then what is object oriented programming? Writing one program around one object and its data. So in object oriented programming, first we have to consider object and its data. Then we think about its operation. What are the operations? Simple. Store data, read data, update data, modify data. For that, how many methods we will write? 4 methods. 4 operations means what? 4 methods. That's it. All right. So this is style of thinking is called object oriented programming. So if interviewer ask a question, write a program in Java, then you should not start write immediately. You should ask the interviewer, sir, will you give one sample object or I should choose my own object? That question compulsory in the interview. If you don't ask this question, then there is no difference between you and other person. HK product, the brand you have to carry, right? The brand means some unique questions you have to post to the interviewer. When you ask this question, if interviewer is also HK product, he look at you and smile. Okay, you also from HK, na? Wow, okay. In Kendura interview, come join, go directly, okay? Listen, my second mission is, I want to have my students throughout the world, in every company, at least one student should be there. So that he will give a chance for my students to join in the company immediately. Na? Now onwards, okay, already lakhs of students are spread, okay? You will go interview, 100% I am assure, in that interview panel, at least one person, out of 3 people, one person will be my student. Then how can you tell that you are my product? If you give answers like in textbook normal way, then how can he recognize your HK product? There should be some unique methodology to give answers, na? In object-oriented programming, the first question, if you ask write a program, then what question you ask? Sir, will you give me any object or shall I choose my own object? Hey, okay. So this is the way you have to express. Whenever I am saying something interview, you have to perform like this. That is what you are indirectly telling that I am HK product. Any HK product here? You are asking the interviewer any of the HK product. Hey, you also HK product. Nidi tanale, nadi tanale. Okay. So that is what. Okay. Here onwards, whenever I say interview, catch that point and remember. And now, what is the difference in developing a program in C and in Java? In C, we will first question what? Operation. In Java, we will develop what? Object. In C language, target is developing a program around one function, one formula, because C is a structured programming or procedure oriented program. In Java language, our target is developing a program around one object and its data. So develop a program in C language, think for formula. Develop a program in Java, think for object. All are you comfortable up to now? Sir, C is no one is using now. Tell with Python, sir. C, Python, both are same. Python, majority of the code working for maths. Python for data science, na? Data science mostly working on mathematics. So Python, C, both are same, structured programming. Okay, in C also target is function, formula. In Python also target is formula. Python wise object oriented programming usage is very less. That's why in Python course object oriented programming, they will teach maximum 1 week, not more than that. But in Java, we have more on object oriented programming. Okay, so that's why C, Python both are same. Now the story is, I wanted to develop real world object in the programming world. To develop real world object in the programming world, I have to first identify object. Then I have to identify its data. Then I have to identify its operations. So in order to perform these operations, then what are the different programming elements available in Java for supporting object-oriented programming? Bhaiya, very important topic. Please, 2 minutes control. What the topic next? Different programming elements to bring real-world object into the programming world. Object-oriented programming supporter, Java supporter. Java supports 8 programming elements. How many are there? 8. Java supports 8 programming elements for creating real-world object in the programming world. What are they? Module, package, class, constructor, method, and inner class. These are the 8 programming elements we are using to bring real-world objects into the programming world. Okay, what are they? Once again, try to recollect. Module, package, class. Come again. Module, package, class, variable, block, constructor, method, inner class. Or in another order also, we can say class, variable, method, constructor, block, inner class. Learning order is variable, method, constructor, block. Development order is variable, block, constructor, method. Understand? So which one you want? Learning order or development order? Development order. Then you will feel I skipped. Sorry, no problem. Development order only we will learn. Okay. First one is what? Class. Inside class we will create variables. To initialize these variables means storing value in the variable, I need to write some logic, na? That logic we will write in the block and we write inside the constructor. For writing initialization logic, we have 2 persons, block and constructor. Why 2 persons? None of your business. Accept first. Don't put y. First accept. After that, we'll go for y. First what and then why. First learn what. First one module, then package, then class, variable, block, constructor. Once variable, block, constructor written, that means data, variables, memory and data ready na. Once memory and data ready, I want to read, I want to update, I want to print. For that, what I required? Methods. Then following by methods. And last one is what? Inner class. Hey, what is the difference between an outer class and inner class? Class is meant for representing object na. Every object contains inner objects also. Suppose you take me, my body contains inner object called heart. Heart is also inner object. Tell me, body has its own functionality. Heart is also having its own functionality. Body is an object. It has its own values and its own functionality. Heart is also having its own values, its own functionality. Pump the blood, store the blood, pump the blood. So now it is what? Its own functionality. Next, you take a car. Car is an object. It has values and operations. And car has an engine. Engine is also contain its own values and its own operation. You take computer. Computer is a one object. It has its own values, operation. Hard disk you take. Hard disk is also one object. It has its own values and operation. Or simply here, something that has values and operations can be considered as what? Object. One outer object, if you see, whatever you are seeing outer object, this outer object also contains what? Inner objects with values and operations. So if you want to represent inner object of one object, then I have to use inner class. So tell me, what are the programming elements Java support? Java supports 8 programming elements. Number 1, module, package, class, variable, block, constructor, method, inner classes. What is the purpose of these 8 programming elements? Simple. Module is meant for grouping packages. Package is meant for grouping classes. As part of project, I can write hundreds of classes. I want to group all these 100 classes as a separate. I want to organize them as a groups. Then which concept I have to use? Packages. Again in the project, I can create n number of packages. Again, I want to organize packages into groups. Suppose you take this apartment, first apartment, second apartment, third apartment. Each apartment you can consider as a module. This apartment is again divided into what? Floors. First floor, second floor, third floor. Each floor again divided into flats na. Tell me. Now first floor, package 1. Second floor, package 2. Third floor, package 3. Now in the package, again we contains what? Flats. Flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. Class 1, class 2, class 3. In the flat, again we have what? Rooms. And then what? Things. Okay, things and rooms are there. Things, variables. First we are putting something inside that things. Like if you take a fridge is a variable. Inside the fridge, you are placing water bottle, fruits, vegetables. That is what? Block and constructor. Using block and constructor we place. Further, you are taking them, eating, again placing back. That is what? Method. Tell me. Fridge contain internally coolant, okay, we can say coolant, some coolant, something is there, okay, making it cool. That is what? Again, object. That is what? Inner object. Inside the fridge we have light na. Light is also what? Inner object, inner class. Connected all the points? All right, repeat once again. First one is what? Module, group of packages. Package, group of classes. Class, group of variables, blocks, constructor, method, inner class, meant for representing one real world object. Variable, memory. Variable is a memory. Block and constructor, logics. Which logics? Initialization logic for storing values inside variables. Method. Method is also what? Logic. Which logic? Initialization logic of business logic. Business logic. Performing operations is nothing but business logic. Inner class is a class created inside another class representing one inner object. All people comfortable? Module meant for grouping packages. Package meant for grouping classes. Class meant for representing object. Variable meant for allocating memory. Block meant for storing values in variables. Constructor meant for storing values in variables. Both are meant for storing values in variables. Method meant for implementing which operations? Business operations, meant for implementing business operation. Inner class meant for representing inner object of an outer object. If you remember these 8 programming elements, then only you can write the program in object orientation style. Is it clear? So tell me now. Finally, we understood around 7 points. First point is what? What is WOOP? What is the abbreviation of WOOP? Then next we understand what is WOOP. Next we understand why WOOP. Then we understand what we are doing as part of WOOP. Okay. Then we understand what is object. Next we understand why should I create real world object in the programming world. Then next, what is the meaning of object oriented programming? Okay. Then we understood what is the difference between C and Java. C, Python and Java style of writing code. In C and Python, our target is function. In Java, our target is object, data, and then function. Next, in order to create real world object in the programming world, what are the programming elements supporting by Java and what is the purpose of it? Totally, we understand 10 points. Brains are blasting, okay na? Slowly moving to, right? Sleeping mode, almost, up to the eyes, sleep coming. Hey, right? Daily happily writing, 5 minutes listening, 10 minutes writing, again 5 minutes listening, 15 minutes writing. Today, 2 hours listening and brain is not supporting, na? Slowly it will support. Okay, just started. Okay, just started. This is what your company style. In company, is your team lead teaching you writing notes? No. By the time you take one nap and come out, one project architecture completed. Okay, one project architecture completed. If you are, so you have to habituate listening one topic continuously. 2 hours, okay. 3 hours, okay. Your once you get the job, conferences will be running for hours together. Conference and people are going for sleeping and not more than that. But we don't sleep, okay? We have to practice it listening continuously also. Then how to practice? Very simple. Repeat and remember what we discussed in the previous slide. You have to remember previous slide and then connect previous slide to the next slide. Again revise first slide to current slide. Next slide. Again revise first slide to current slide. If you do like this, will you sleep? No. Will you forget? No. Do you need to write notes? Yes, sir. Because we are Gajinis, na? When you write notes, after going to room, you have to write the notes. You have to spend more. Now you have to spend more time for core Java. Up to now, we are spending maximum 15 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. It's the time you have to spend minimum 2 hours. 2 hours also may not be sufficient. Okay, you have to increase the time for core Java practice. Now, look at here. Let us take one small example, what we have learned up to now. I am taking object HK, BK, RK. RK and Ramakrishna. Hare Krishna, Balakrishna, Ramakrishna. Okay. Pawan Krishna, Krishna. Okay. So many Krishnas will come. So tell me. Listen, very important last terminology. I have real world objects. Of what type all these objects are? Students. I have individual students are there in the real world. I want to create all these real world students in the programming world. Then what are the steps to create real world objects in the programming world? There are totally 7 steps are there. How many steps are? 7 steps. Already I told that 7 steps here. Totally 7 steps are there. I am implementing the 7 steps in this diagram. Carefully observe. Hello, more 5 minutes. Object oriented programming will be completed. By the time you come out of the sleeping state, I said, that's all about object. Come again, I don't understand anything, okay? Wake up, apply. 7, maximum 5 minutes. Object-oriented programming is completing. Wake up. Step number 1, identify real-world objects. Identify HK, BK, RK. Create a class with this object type. All these objects are of what type? Student type. create real world, identify real world objects, create it by using a class. Create it by using a class. What is the class? Student. Class student, open bracket, closed bracket. Clear? Second point. By writing class student, what is ready? Hare Krishna ready? Type of Hare Krishna ready? Type is ready. But I want Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is created in the program by structure, by value, by value. Where I can store value? In a variable. Second step. Identify values of this object. Generally, we don't call it as a values, we call it as a properties. What the properties of this object? Eyes, hands, legs, name, height, weight, Aadhaar card. All these are called what? Properties. Properties. Properties of this object. Identify properties of this object. Create them by using variables. Student number I want to store. What we required? Variable. Student name I want to store. What we required? Variable. Course I want to store. What we required? Variable. Repeat again. I want to store values of the object. We required variables. Identify values of the object and create inside the class, create variables. Listen. In maths, we call variables. In the object-oriented program, we call it as fields. What we call them as? Fields. We call them as fields. Repeat once again. Identify values. Values are properties. Identify properties of an object. Create them by using fields inside the class. Create them inside the class by using fields. Done. First step is what? Class. Second step is what? Fields. Fields are nothing but variables. Done. Tell me, you just created fields with values. Whose values? Hare Krishna values. You are creating this class student for Hare Krishna, for all students. If I create fields with values, it becomes particular to one student. Are you creating fields with values or without values? Without values. Then when I have to store values inside the fields, at the time of program development, at the time of program object creation and runtime. At runtime when object is created. Gurtunda? Student S1 equal to new student, one application form. Student S2 equal to new student, second application form. Student S3 equal to new student, third application form. Gurtunda? Repeat once again. Step number 1, create a class. Step number 2, create fields inside the class. Step number 3, I want to store values of this I want to store values of an object in these fields. For that purpose, I have to write logic. Where I have to write logic? Inside block and constructor. Where? Inside block, constructor and setter method. What the method called? Setter method. There is a one special method called what? Setter method. Now repeat once again. First step, class. Second step, fields. Third step, blocks, constructors, setter method. Let me take bike as an example so that you can quickly understand. I want to create real world object bike in the programming world. First, what you write? Class bike, open bracket, closed bracket. Bike ready? Bike type ready? You want to identify a bike. What are the values I have to store? Bike brand, color, bike number, owner name. There are so many properties. Are there 4 properties I am taking? Repeat once again. Brand, color, bike number and owner name. Everyone should answer. If you don't answer, I will stop the class. Shall I? When you're not interested, I will not talk. Why should I talk? Why should I waste my energy? Come on, everyone should answer. First one is what? Bike brand, color, bike number, owner. Okay, answer my questions. When brand, color, bike number and owner name is decided at the time of bike manufacturing? Yes. Some properties are decided at the time of bike manufacturing. Some properties are decided at the time of bike selling. Some properties are decided after selling. Correct? Yes. Tell me, when brand color decided? Manufacturing time in the factory. Next week we are developing one big project, bike project, showroom, factory. 5 classes will come. So much of connections between the classes will come. You will be in a deep sleeping if you don't listen now. I told you 20 days. 20 days, very, very important in your life. Wake up, tell to yourself, motivate yourself. I should answer, I should answer, I should answer. Okay, come on, wake up. I'm going very deep in object-oriented programming. Like, colleges, one small definition, one small program. Wow, output coming, no. I will torture you like anything. You will get rakta kanneeru, blood tears. Daily you will get blood tears, okay? Come on, reply. I don't care about you cry or not cry, I don't care. Whatever required for project development company, everything I will give. Receiving, digesting, it is your responsibility. Giving subject, making you understand is my responsibility. Receiving and digesting, it is your responsibility. That much desired fire should be there in you. I told you in the demo class, if your body, brain not ready to learn, pack up the things and go to home. Don't waste money. You are paying 20,000 for full stack Java to Naresh IT. After all 20,000. But for the hostel fees, per month 10,000. Per year, 10,000 for your expenditure. Hostel fee plus your expenditure. 10,000 per month. By the time full stack Java completed, per hostel only you are spending 1.5 lakh. Raja? Sorry, extra why, sir? 10,000, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 20,000. Extra 30,000 for your movies, clothes, extra expenditure, extracurricular activities, lovers. Okay, na? Gifts, a lot of things are there, no? For that, almost you are spending for full stack Java, completing, not only full stack Java, any full stack Python, full stack data science, for any course you join to get job, unknowingly you are spending minimum 1.5 lakh. If you want, you do calculate if you want. Minimum I am telling, maximum 2 lakhs. And 1 year time and money, both will be wasted if you are not active, if you are not desired. That's why, please. Okay. Respond. Tell me now. What point? We are taking bike. First, I want to create real world bike in the programming world. What I should create now? Class bike. Open bracket, closed bracket. Inside, now feel you are in a factory manufacturing there. Now in the factory, what are you doing? Bike manufacturing. At the time of bike manufacturing, you decide brand, Bajaj. Model, Pulsar. Color, wine red color. Okay, na black, no. Okay, sorry, wine, black, red, both colors, black and red combination we are getting now. That color is called what? Wine red color. Wine is in black color, no? Grapes color, no? Wine is coming from the grapes, right? Wine black color, wine red color is the color. And tell me, these 3 properties are decided at what time? Manufacturing. Second, once the bike is handed over to the showroom, one customer went to the showroom and buy the bike. Then at that time, what is decided? Owner name, bike number? No. Bike number, temporary registration bike number will be assigned. That is not permanent. Within 1 month, if you don't get permanent number, police babai will catch you. Right? So after buying the bike, then later in RTO office, you are taking your permanent number. Yes or no? Now tell me, once you create a class with a required number of properties, to initialize these properties, I have one stage or different stages? Different stages. For representing different stage of initialization, I need different logics, na? The different logics I have to write in a same kind of member or different kind of member. That's why 3 members are there. Block, constructor, method. This method is setting the values. That's why this method is called what? Setter method. A method that is meant for setting the values is called setter method. So tell me, first step, create class. Second step, declare fields. Declare fields. Third step, initialize the fields. At what time? Different time. Different time to represent different members. Initialize, identify when to initialize these fields and create block, constructor, setter method. Block, constructor, setter method you have to take. 3 steps all you people accepted. I am not asking the question, understand. There is no point of understanding. Object oriented programming, understanding A for apple. A for apple, ante. Okay, na? B for bat, C for cat, ante. There is no point of understanding. Sir, I am not understanding. Not understanding, then silently listen and reply. Automatically you will understand. Don't try to understand. So tell me, what is our target in object oriented programming? As part of one business, whatever objects are available, create those objects in the programming world. Totally, how many steps are there? 7 steps. Step number 1, create class. Step number 2, create fields. Step number 3, create block, constructor, and setter method. By the 3 steps completed, tell me, you have object, its values, right? Next one is what? Operations. To perform operations, what we required? Methods. Identify operations of this object, identify operations of this object, and declare or define methods. So totally, how many steps were completed? 4 steps. Class, fields, block, constructor, setter methods, and then business logic methods. Identify inner object of this object, if any. Identify inner object of this object, if any, and create them by using inner class. What a inner class? Are simply, if you remember all these programming elements, automatically you are going to get the step numbers. Step 1, class. Step number 2, fields. Step number 3, block, constructor, setter method. Step number 4, method. Step number 5, inner class. Programming elements only, na? Creating them in the order, that is the steps only. Now tell me, once you create the class, student or bike, tell me, is HK, BK, RK, Pulsar 1, Pulsar 2, Pulsar 3, ready or not ready? Not ready. Only the design of the object is ready. What is this object? What this object contains? What operation this object perform? What is ready? Design of the object ready, but not object. Now I want to create a Hare Krishna, Balakrishna, Ramakrishna. For creating these objects, I have to store their values. To store their values, for Hare Krishna, separate memory should be created. For creating Balakrishna, separate memory. For creating Ramakrishna, separate memory. For creating Pulsar bike, tell me, in the showroom, to store Pulsar 1, Pulsar 2, Pulsar 3, separate spaces will be allotted, na? That space is nothing but what? Instance. One memory block created from the class is called what? Instance. Tell me, now, once your class is ready, in its user class, who is the user of student? College. In the college class, create what? Instances. Create instances. How many instances? As many individual students you want to create, those many instances by using new keyword. Student S1 equal to new student, student S2 equal to new student, student S3 equal to new student. Bike B1 equal to new bike, bike B2 equal to new bike, bike B3 equal to new bike. How many bikes are ready? 3 bikes. With values or without values? Without values. Now I have to initialize with this object particular values. Step number 5 or 6. In the user class, create instances for each object individually, separately. Step number 7. Initialize this object with initialize this instance with this object values. And last step, read the values and print. So totally, how many steps are there to bring the real world object? 7 or 8. If you combine create instance and initialize as one step, then it is a 6 and finally reading and printing 7, or else it will go to 8 steps. Hope you all understand now. Really? Tell me, what are all the extra knowledge, more knowledge you gain for developing the code? How to create a class? What is the syntax for creating a class? What is the syntax for creating fields? What is the syntax for creating block? What is the syntax for creating constructor? What is the syntax for creating method? And when those are executed, will JVM execute them automatically? No, JVM execute them only when programmer requested. How to request the JVM? So now we have to learn each member individually, and then I combined all the points as a one program. So totally how many programs I have to learn now? First program, class, fields, instance, storing value. Second program, class, fields, block, constructor, instance. Third program, class, fields, methods, instance. Okay, then finally all programs together we have to learn. Are catching my point? So totally around 10 programs around we are developing as part of this. Up to now all people are comfortable? Huh? Okay. Now let me write programs one by one. Ready? All these slides I'll upload, buddy. Don't worry. Write down. Now programs you have to write. How many slides are there to write? Yesterday 2 slides have we copied? Syllabus already written, right? Then what is OOP? One slide, one. And next, what is real world object? 2. Why to create real world object? 3. What is the meaning of object oriented programming? 4. 5, 4, 5, 6. And then step 7. 7 slides means each 2 slides, 1 page, 1 side. 3 slides, 3 sides. Okay, 2 complete pages leave, 4 sides. Better side. 4 sides. Look at here. As part of object-oriented programming, I have completed object basics. Okay, now object basics. Now we are trying to write one program on class, object, and instance. This is the first program we are writing. Okay, right. Develop a program. Once upon a time, long ago, if you remember, let me open the same program I am developing again. I didn't save this. Why it is not saving? Sometimes it is not saving. Google Classroom showing its talent. Yesterday, I have up to 10 o'clock I worked for this. Year saved. Sometimes offline saving, sometimes online saving. Okay. Listen, 1 second. I have updated introduction to Java. Everything I have uploaded here, updated, nothing is pending. Next, comments, identifiers, keywords also I have uploaded, nothing is pending. Working with Edit Plus also completed. Language fundamentals and building logic also completed. Data types and types of data types. Data type and types of data types. Here also I have updated everything. No pending. All slides I have already uploaded, and program also we have created. And the next, variable array class object. This one also I have updated. Here, look at the Xerox 2 I have uploaded. Remember the file I have uploaded. Real-time examples also we have practiced. Here in the real-time example, this is the question I gave and assignment is pending. Remember, I asked you to write it. You have written already. Again, I need to try this, or else new example we will try. Which one? New example or same example? Lakshmi, I am uploading my book, not other faculty book. Okay. There is a point to understand. If I take another example, you cannot effectively connect. bike example, I will develop as a final project. Okay, na? Right? So let us try this example one more time, no problem. Okay, and from this, there are some conclusions I have to draw. Okay, write this question first. How many pages leaving? 2 sides. Two, and a complete 2 pages you have to leave and write. Develop a project to create. Write on this question. Yeah, from this Monday, I'm starting April 1st. New core Java batch. New core Java and full stack Java batch at 11 a.m. Please inform to your friends. All are you okay, happier? Are you comparing your subject with your friends who are learning Java from other faculties, other institutes? Or not comparing? Not comparing. Please compare. It's very important. If you don't compare, you don't know what you are learning. Learning is right or wrong, you don't know. And next, when you are not talking, your knowledge will never grow. I am the only faculty who will force you to compare with others. Because I have confidence on my subject. Because all are my students only. Students, who faculties, everyone indirectly. Okay. So I have confidence. You will learn at least 1 point more than the other faculty students. But I want you share your knowledge to other people, their knowledge too also you have to get, so that your knowledge will be improved. So again, I'm asking, all are you really happy? Any concerns, any doubts, any points, anything you wanted to tell me? Shall I take feedback from you? Everyone, will you give me genuine feedback? No need to write your name, no need to write your number. What you feel this 45 days, almost 2 months, this weekend and we may complete it 2 months. Right? Almost when started February 5th. February 5th, almost, we are February, March, right? 2 months completed. So this 2 months, what you learn from me, is it useful, sufficient for you, or you're expecting anything more? I'm not asking any questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. What you feel, you don't say very good. Why you're feeling very good? I want that clarity. If you say bad, worst, why worst? Okay, average, why average? What you are feeling, that clearly you try to write and let me know, so that I will improve my side and I'll help your juniors to understand better than what you learn. Clear? So tomorrow you come up with your thought, your feedback form. Okay, tomorrow you have to write in the class what is your experience of this 2 months. Clear? Openly I'm telling, and 1 day before I'm telling, you decide. You want to scold me, scold. You have the opportunity now. Okay, or you want to prize, you want to share some experience, share. So you have to make me better day by day. Only with your information, with your feedback only, I can become better. Okay, so that fast I will teach, which you know already. If something is new, if I feel you cannot understand, I will go slow. If something is already revising topic, I will go fast. And if you talk along with me, then you won't feel I'm going fast. Japan, fast train is there, no bullet train. People who are there inside the bullet train, they feel they are going fast? No. People who are there out, right? What is happening that much fast? So people who are there in the train, they never feel going fast. Yeah, Anusha, I will take second feedback. This is the first feedback, okay? Right. Completed a question? So if you give up to here, what is your thought process, then next coming 45 days, I can make the things better than this 2 months. Now, let's start, write the code. Eclipse or Edit Plus? Eclipse or Edit Plus? Eclipse? Edit Plus. Eclipse, if you want to write same code in Eclipse, just 1 second, completed. Okay. You want to get automated coder or you want to learn how to write coder? Let's complete it. Okay. Eclipse is meant for automating typing, not for typing. You have to learn by typing now. So object-oriented programming, few examples completed, or else object-oriented programming principles onwards, we will use Eclipse. Next week, we will plan to use Eclipse. Okay. Right. Class. How many classes I have to develop here? 2 classes. First one is what? Bank account. Write along with me. Write along with me. Is it a data type class or it is a executable class? Bank account is meant for executing operations or developing operations. Then it is a data type class, should not be executable. So we should not write main method. Inside what I have to create? Variables. What the first variable? Bank name. I closed. First one is what? Bank name. Bank name. Bank name. Bank name is what type? String. String. Bank name. Next, string. Branch name. Next, IFSC what type? String. It's an alphanumeric number. Alphanumeric number you have to store by using string. IFSC. Next, account number. Account number is 12-digit number. Long account number. Next, account holder name, string. Next, balance. Balance is double. How many steps I have implemented? 2 steps. Identify real world object created by using class. Identify properties of this real world object, create them by using fields. Currently, we want to work with only object, class, instance. No initialization, no operations. First, we want to understand this is the first story. That's all. Bank account close. Save it. After reading runtime values, 7 operators. 8 control flow statements. 9 object oriented programming basics. Class, okay, object, class, instance. First what you have to identify? Object. Then for object creation we need class and instance. Bank account ready. What is ready? Object ready or type of object ready? Now I need to make objects ready. Where bank accounts are available? Bank. Right. Class bank. Already working on Prepinsta and coding bat. Did you develop yesterday 5 examples? Where are you writing those programs? In system or in nodes, sir? In a nodes, then system. Or in system, then nodes. Both. Today, buy one new book for logical programs. Neat book you write. White paper, neat book. Don't buy rough notes book. Neat, okay, better buy from Naresh IT or outside your wish. A4 size paper. And every program, okay, first you type in the system, you got output. Write the same program in your notes. And write neat flow of execution. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 with clear memory diagram. In each step, how this memory diagram is updated, variable value updated also, you have to mark there. If you don't try flow of execution with pen and paper, you will feel very difficult to pass the interview, remember. First, what is the comment? Creating 2 instances for creating 2 accounts or 2 objects, 2 accounts for the objects HK and BK. Here, who is the object? HK, BK. The memory created from the class, what you should call? Instance. Write down. Creating 2 instances for creating 2 accounts for the objects bank account 1 equal to new bank account. Bank account 2 equal to new bank. Completed? Who are you? Who are you? Abba. Wow, what a super statement. Okay. I am expecting that should come to your blood. Nerve should flow. HK product. What is the meaning of HK product? Not Hare Krishna product. HK product means compiler and JVM. You never see program as a program. You never see statement as a statement. You never read the statement in English. You will read the statement as compiler and JVM. As a compiler, when you see this, what is this? Data type. This is a data type place, na? Data type. What is this data type? Keyword, byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean? No. When it is not keyword, compiler considered it as a class name. With the name class bank account, with the name bank account, is there any class available? Yes. With the bank account data type, can I create variable? Yes. With the reference data type class, can I create object? Yes. Is this line compiled successfully? Yes. Ala chadukovali. That is the way you have to read it. Bank account class name available? Yes. Variable possible? Yes. Identify rules following? Yes. Using bank account, can I create object? Yes. Can we store bank account object in bank account variable? Yes. Is it compiled successfully? Yes. Who are you? Compiler. Job over. Next, JVM. Hello, my dear JVM. When you see this statement, read it. Read it. Bank account 1 equal to new bank account, parenthesis, semicolon. Avuna. Okay. Class name, variable name equal to new class name, parenthesis, semicolon. Is JVM knows English? JVM doesn't know English. JVM knows only memory. Memory. What do you understand? Who are you? You are a JVM. As a JVM, what do you have to do? When Execute. This JVM executes this line. What it will do at this line number? Will JVM print something on the console? All students having a wrong thought in their mind. SOPLN only executed. Remaining statements are not executed. Nora Swami. Background, this line is executed by JVM and creates memory. ఇంకా అర్థం అవ్వలేదు ఏం చెప్తున్నాను. Creates memory. What? Who are you? JVM will create memory when it look at this line. Who are you? What JVM will do? When JVM come to this line, it will execute this line and background creates memory. For a worst fellow. Again, I'm repeating my question. Who are you? What JVM will do? Creator, you are a JVM ra lazy fellow. Create. Still not understand. You are a JVM. As a JVM, what is your job? Create. Still not understand. Create memory. Created. Show me. Show me. అర్థం కాలేదా? అర్థం కాలేదు. అర్థమైందా? ఏం చేయమన్నాను? ఏ బ్రదర్, తెలుగా హిందీయా? అర్థం కాలేదు ఏం చెప్పాను? ఏం అర్థమైంది? అర్థం కాలేదా? మరి అర్థమైంది ఎందుకన్నా? అర్థం కాలేదంటే ఎలా? అర్థమైందంటే ఎలా? ఎలా చెప్పాలి కూడా తెలియట్లేదు. నువ్వెవరు? JVM ఏం చేస్తుంది? మరి క్రియేట్ చేయి. Girls, understood? What do you mean by the creating memory? What is this, brother? ఇదేంటిది? బ్యాంక్ అకౌంటా? ఎవరి బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్? నీదా నాదే? ఈ సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన పార్ట్ ఏంటి? ఏం చేస్తుంది ఇక్కడ? ఈ సెలెక్ట్ చేసిన పార్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? అసలు ఏంటి అదేంటి? బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ అకౌంట్ 1 అంటే ఏంటి? రేపు నుంచి అక్కడ కూర్చోవు కదా? ఇదే లాస్ట్ రోజు నాకు తెలిసి. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ వేరియబుల్ కదా? వేరియబులేనా? నిన్నే అడుగుతుందే. టెన్షన్ పడకు. టెన్షన్ పడుతున్నావా? టెన్షన్ పడకు. ఇది వేరియబుల్. వేరియబుల్ అంటే ఏం చెప్పాను? డబ్బా. ఈ పక్కన డబ్బా వేసుకోవాలి. అకౌంట్ 1 డబ్బా. స్టెప్ నంబర్ 1. ఇప్పుడు JVM ఎక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తుంది? మెమరీ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది. నువ్వు కూడా మెమరీని క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. నువ్వు కూడా JVMఏ. ఫస్ట్ చెప్పుకోవాలి క్లాస్లో కడిపెట్టి, నేను ఎవర్రా? కంపైలర్ JVM రా. ఎక్కడి నుంచి మర్చిపోవాలి నీ పేరు. ఓకే, హూ ఆర్ యో? కంపైలర్ JVM. ఫస్ట్ కంపైలర్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఈ క్లాస్ ఉందా? ఉంది. ఈ వేరియబుల్ కరెక్ట్గా క్రియేట్ చేశానా? ఐడెంటిఫైర్ 7 రూల్స్ ఫాలో అయ్యాను. న్యూ కీవర్డ్ పక్కన ఎవరు రాయాలి? క్లాస్ నేమ్. కరెక్ట్ రాసానా? రాసా. కంపైలర్ కంపైల్ చేసేసింది, అయిపోయింది. సింటాక్స్ వెరిఫికేషన్. కంపైలర్ జాబ్ ఈజ్ వాట్? సింటాక్స్ వెరిఫికేషన్. డన్. Now who are now? JVM. As a JVM, what is my job? Create memory. First one is this variable. This is variable. Immediately you have to draw memory. Variable memory dabba. How many bytes of memory is it? 4 bytes. It is meant for storing reference of the object. Reference is a integer number. Integer number is a 4 bytes memory, na? Second step. Second step is what? Object. This is second step. What is the second step? Object creation. Object means I told సర్కిల్. ఏం చేస్తా ఇప్పుడు జేవిఎం ఒక సర్కిల్ చేసుకుంటుంది ఇక్కడ. సర్కిల్ క్రియేటెడ్ విత్ బేస్ రిఫరెన్స్. వాట్ ద రిఫరెన్స్? ఫస్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ 10 10. చేయట్లేదు, చూస్తున్నారు మళ్ళీ. ఎన్ని రోజులు చూస్తారు రా భయ్? యూ హావ్ టు డూ. బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ 1. ఆబ్జెక్టా ఇన్స్టాన్సా? ఇన్స్టాన్స్. బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ ఇన్స్టాన్స్ 1. ఇప్పుడు న్యూ కీవర్డ్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? నా వాట్ న్యూ కీవర్డ్ విల్ డూ? న్యూ కీవర్డ్ విల్ గో టు బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ క్లాస్. వెళ్ళావా? बैंक अकाउंट क्लास వెళ్ళావా? चलो चलो बैंक अकाउंट क्लास को चलो. इसके इसके अंदर क्या क्या है? 6 वेरिएबल्स हैं. all 6 variables are memory is allocated. Allocate bank name, branch name, IFSC, account number, account holder name, balance. All 6 variables memory allocated. 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 చూస్తా ఉన్నా మళ్ళీ. చూసావో కళ్ళు పీకేస్తారు అంతే కదా. కళ్ళునే కాబట్టి చూస్తారు అందరూ. అది తీసి పడేస్తే చక్కగా మైండ్ వాడతారు ప్రాపర్గా. గుర్తుందా సినిమా? ఐ ఆమ్ బ్లైండ్ బట్ ఐ ట్రైన్. వాట్ వాజ్ దట్ మూవీ? రాజా ది గ్రేట్. ఆల్ వేరియబుల్స్ ఆర్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ ఇన్ కంటిన్యూషన్ మెమరీ లొకేషన్స్. ఇక్కడి నుంచి సిస్టమ్ వాడాలా, బ్రెయిన్ వాడాలా? ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ యూజింగ్ సిస్టమ్, వేస్ట్, టైం వేస్ట్. హియర్ ఆన్వర్డ్స్ యూ హావ్ టు యూజ్ ఓన్లీ బ్రెయిన్. వాట్? విజువలైజేషన్. బ్రెయిన్ విజువలైజేషన్ అంతే. బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ వేరియబుల్ is of what type of data type? Ganesh Patil, what you have written before account 1? I1 is a variable of what type? Ganesh. Ganesh, single hand, any center. But same point apply here. Account 1 is a what type? Data type chapter forgot buddy. Second step completed. Variable memory completed. Third step, what it will do? Return the reference and store here. 10 10. 10 10 will come point. This is the third step. మొత్తం మర్చిపోయారు. అదే సినిమాలో చెప్పినట్టుగా అంతా నువ్వే చేసావు. మొత్తం నువ్వే చేసావు. Because of operators and control flow statements, everything you forgot. That's why I don't like operators and control flow statements chapter. So a object creation has totally 3 steps. Execution. First step, variable creation. Second step, object creation. Third step, returning object reference and stored in account 1 variable. Understand that? Who are you? As a JVM, what you have to do? Create memory. Create. First line అయిపోయింది, second line కి వెళ్ళవా? First line completed. As a JVM, you done. Go to the second line. Do it for second line. నేనేం చెప్పాలా? Second line is different line, same. How many steps execution? 3 steps. First step, variable creation. Second step, object creation. Third step, ఈ అకౌంట్ రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. ఏ నుంచి పవర్స్ ఇలా తీసుకుపోయేవాడు. Reference will 2020 will be there first in the variable after object creation. After object creation, reference will be there. Everyone should work. Otherwise, you will not understand object-oriented programming. Don't feel lazy to write memories. Babu, not rectangle box, Babu, circle, Babu. Write down. Don't write as you like. Hey, Indra double S now. Not dabba, circles ra Swami. Dabba's representation is variable. Object representation is circle. మీకు నచ్చింది రాసుకోవద్దు, తర్వాత తేడాలు వస్తాయి. దాంట్లో రిఫరెన్స్ స్టోర్ చేయవా? అకౌంట్ 1లో రిఫరెన్స్ స్టోర్ చేయవా? చెయ్యి, సగం సగం చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తావు. దీని రిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? నేను బాక్స్ దేనికి కొట్టాను? వేరియబుల్ కొట్టానా, వేరియబుల్ వాల్యూస్ కా? మరి నువ్వు వేరియబుల్ కేసేవింది? వేరియబుల్ మెమరీ వస్తుందా, వేరియబుల్ వాల్యూ మెమరీ వస్తుందా? మరి వేరియబుల్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి మెమరీలో పెట్టేసావు. ఏం చూస్తున్నావు? కొట్టేసి మళ్ళీ రాయ్, బోర్డు మీద చూసి కాపీ చేసుకోబయ్యా సరిగా. కంప్లీటెడా? ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఈజ్ వాట్? వేరియబుల్ క్రియేషన్ అకౌంట్ 2. Second step is what? Object creation. Create object. I don't want to type again. You have to type again. No. Aishwarya, you said na, I will mind. You said no, don't mind, but I will mind. That is syntax. In constructor chapter, you will understand it. Look at here. The reference is what? 2020. Tell me. Then third step is what? New keyword store. Reference, third step. 2020. 2020 stored in account 2 point. Who are you? Compiler and JVM, okay? First, as a compiler, you have to verify syntaxes, then you have to allocate memory. If you don't get that thought, work like a compiler and JVM, you cannot pass interviews. In interview, you have to find syntaxes like a compiler and you have to find output like a JVM. Next step what? After creating object memory completed, step number 1, find the object created by using class. Second step, find properties and created by using fields. Third step, create instances for each object separately. Now, fourth step. Once the instance is ready, I have to initialize this object with which values? HK values. And here I have to initialize BK values. Write down HK BK side. Initializing account 1 instance with the object HK values. I think I told you the condition. Create two accounts of the class bank account for the customer HK, BK with their values and print those values on console. Okay. Both accounts are belongs to same bank, HDFC Bank. Both belongs to same bank, same branch. Right. Account one dot bank name. Why I'm writing account one? Bank name, branch name, IFSC, these variables memory available with respect to account one only, na? And you want this object for HK, you want account two for BK. Account one dot bank name equal to double quotes HDFC. Yedo bank. Account one dot branch name equals to Amirpet. Account one dot IFSC. Anybody know? IFSC account, IFSC code of Amirpet branch HDFC. Yeah, what are they? HD 123. Yeah. HD. Yedo pitch number. Next. Account one dot account number equals to yedo pitch number 1, 2, 3, 4. If I write 12-digit number, you have to suffix with L. Remember? If a large number you are writing, you have to suffix with L. Account one dot account holder name equals to double quotes HK. Account one dot balance equal to write a big number at least in the program. In real life, anyways, we cannot earn that money because we are not a businessman. At least in the program, write big number. Tell me what happened at this line number, my dear compiler. Compiler is storing a verifying syntaxes. What compiler will do? Compiler verifies is a bank name variable available in the account one class. Variables declaration available in the class. In the class, if variable declarations are there, those variables available in the object. So compiler will go to the object, will go to the class. Here you have written bank name. For bank name, for finding the bank name, will compiler go to the class or to the object? Object. Objects are memory available at runtime. At a compilation time, what is available? Object or class? Compiler search for account name variable in account one class. What is the account one class? Bank account. Left side you have to see left side. So compiler search for bank name variable in account one class bank account. In a bank account class, bank name is available? Yes. Next. Once the bank name variable is found, it will verify is this HDFC can be stored in the bank name or not. HDFC is what? String. Can be stored in the bank name variable string type? Yes. So this line is compiled. Understand a compiler? Tell me. Compiler going to the next line. Tell me what happened here. Same point you have to tell. Compiler search for branch name variable declaration in a account one class bank account available. Then it verifies is this a string can be stored in this branch name? Yes, possible. Value string, variable string. So possible to store. Understand? Understand? అయితే చెప్పు ఎక్కడేం చేసింది చెప్పు. Compiler. You have to start with the first line. Come on. Compiler search for IFSC variable declaration. A variable has two things. Number one, declaration. Number two, memory. Compiler search for IFSC variable declaration in account one object, account one class. Object means which side? Right side. Class means which side? Left side. Repeat again. Online students, can you see me? Don't see, visualize. Improve your visualization capacity. Okay. Account 1.ifsc from the line number. What is the line number? It is. Hey. What is? Compile. Compiler software search for IFSC variable declaration in account 1 class bank account. From here it is going to bank account class source code, searching for what? Bank IFSC variable available. Yes, available. Then can it store 1, 2, 3, 4 inside this variable? Sorry. Can it store HD 1, 2, 3 AM in this variable? Yes. It is string. It is string. String can be stored in the string. Any doubt? Compiler thought process started. Tell me now again. What happened at this line number 15? Compiler search for account number variable declaration in account 1 class bank account. In bank account class, is it available? Yes. Compile 1, 2, 3, 4 can be stored. Yes. Next. Account name, account holder name available in account 1 class. Yes. HK can be stored. Yes. Account 1 dot balance variable searching in account 1 variable available. Yes. Is this number can be stored? Yes. Hey, this number in the range of int. Compiler will see is this number in the range of int or not? No, no. How many digits I type? 1, 2, 3, 6 digits only, na? Integer number digits what? 10 digit, right? It is 6 digits only I type, na? 6, sorry, 9. 9 digits I type. 10 digit is the maximum number, right? So it is allowed, no problem. Let's see now. Is this code compiled or not? Not compiled. Semicolon missing. Okay. And now compile successfully. Now let me show you the compile time error for your the practice purpose. Here I am writing account 1 dot mobile equal to 999999999L. Tell me, allowed or not allowed? Why not allowed? The variable mobile is not available in the bank account class. Okay. Cannot find symbol variable mobile variable account 1 of type bank account. Type means what? Class name. Variable account 1 of type bank account. So tell me my algorithm is correct or not? So whenever you see this kind of statements, what you have to read like a compiler, search for this variable available in account 1 class, available, compile, not available, compiler throwing error. Write this line also for your understanding. Completed? Okay. Practice up to here. Practice means not typing. Practice like a compiler. You have to read once again. Okay, I am a compiler. Compiler searching for bank account class available or not. Look at here. I am writing bank account 1. Available or not available? Then compiler throws error. Look at there. Cannot find symbol class. Compiler considering it as what? Class. Okay. Cannot find symbol class bank account 1. Okay. Now if I remove this 1, now no compile time error because there is a class with the name bank account. Now I am writing here account 1. It is also considered as what? Class only. Again we get compile time error. Cannot find symbol class bank account 1. Where? Here. So you have to analyze each statement like a compiler and JVM. Then only you can understand everything. So comfortable? Will you work out and come? Thank you. That's all for today class. See you tomorrow. So why when I put a diagram of the variable, the object in the mount bracket and variable in the field? Is there any specific reason? Why boys are varying? 30 pant to girls are varying. Chudi differentiate. That's it. अपलोड చేసే 11 AM బ్యాచ్
ప్రింట్ ఇస్తే రన్ టైం అవుతుంది కదా సార్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లా ప్రింట్ మెసేజ్ ఇస్తే రన్ టైం వస్తుంది కదా, ఓన్లీ కంప్యూటర్.
Yes.